but except this. Have we started?
Music too good. Music too good. Anyway. So we're back.
I put that.
She's about to give away her whole scheme.
My scheme.
What was that, Miss Orly?
My scheme. My scrapbook. No, yet. Or I merely said it. I have eek. Yeah.
Should probably get that looked at. Your Honor. Mr. Gavin, yes? Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. The dealer.
Oh! Holy
Oh.
shit!
Wait, so you mean this witness, Miss Orly, she's the cheater. Professional, I wager.
Order! Order!
She's probably,
Yes. I did. Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, yes.
focus, Justice. I'm gonna take advantage of her.
Whoa.
I mean, of her mistake.
Whoa,
Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard.
That's impossible. But I put the card in right hand.
Ergo, Miss Olga Orly conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
What? Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orly, are you?
Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. I just realized
Yeah.
Phoenix is wearing a hat too. Possibly this thing. Because his fingerprints are on the bottle, but they had to have gotten there somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been when he was like, what? If he was. If Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orly, of murder.
Damn. So the borscht is just good like that, apparently.
Borscht just made it so good.
Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Miss Olga Orly?
It appears she has lost her consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice,
Your Honor?
seems you've presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim.
And that means?
This court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
What? Did it. I held out.
I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. Prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Phoenix. Why though?
It's fun.
Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial here, Your Honor.
Oh, we should have done our break after this.
Yeah. That's a good point. Good point.
Yes, but we're not gonna go on break again, sweetie.
No, I'm gonna.
I will. You can talk now that girl is passed out. Girl is no longer needed in room, so
That's
you can
true.
speak.
Not yet. What nonsense is the defendant spewing now? Think. One of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means?
What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous.
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know, Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous.
That's true.
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
As was said before, we alternated between the 2 decks of cards that night.
That was said before?
The 2 decks of the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck. Why use different colored backs? If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. If we use different colors, they still got mixed.
Yeah.
We used the red deck for the last game.
I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards. No, it was the photograph. The deck in the photograph is of blue cards.
Whatever. In the end, 1 card of the wrong color got into the mix, which means there was cheating.
Yes, a card slipped through the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo? Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There are 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. After the murder would be interesting. Because she swears that she switched the cards. And swore that she saw it. So it couldn't have been before or during. So it had to have been after.
Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was
Oh? It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be.
Why am I getting hassled by the defendant? This is bullshit!
I'd like to hear what Apollo
You
thinks
don't
first.
have the right anymore, right?
When do you think the cards were swapped? Was it before? It could have been before, because the deck of cards clearly has other blue cards in it. Which means blue cards were put into the deck beforehand.
Some Knives Out bullshit.
This is some Knives Out bullshit, you know. I want to say before, but I also want to say after. So I doubt during. Probably before. Well, it must have happened before the murder.
You mean during the game?
Why? Think, when you're playing poker, which side of the cards face your opponent? Oh yeah, so I'm right, it had to have been after.
That's something the poker head of courtroom number 3 would be likely to miss.
Sorry, let me think about this. It had to have been after that. Perhaps it happened after the murder?
What? That's
Stop!
ridiculous!
Stop!
What's the point of cheating after the hand have been shown? That's silly!
Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly shit in this world. But very little impossible.
Oh my god, I thought that was actually just you saying it. I didn't look up, I saw that.
Oh. Oh? Even when the backs of the cards are a different color? If you pulled that during the game, you'd be caught in no time. Oh. Quite true. That would mean the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown. After the murder.
Okay, this is going past silly and straight into bumfuck crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over?
Exactly.
Who would do that? Wait a minute. I have to remember who I'm talking to.
Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us.
There's another?
Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card? Who? The game and the murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room, alive. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley. Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for blue? It doesn't make sense for Phoenix to do it. Because the swapped card gives the other guy a winning hand. And I doubt Phoenix wanted to look like he lost. Olga knew about Phoenix's winning streak. So if she were to try and cover up her murder, she would make it look like Phoenix lost. So that the murder would be caused by Phoenix, so he'd have a motive. Olga makes sense here. Must have been Olga Orley who swapped the cards. She was trying to cover up the evidence of the cheat.
That does make some sense.
Sorry. But there's a problem with that explanation. Huh? The swapped card was from the wrong deck.
Yes, the blue card was stuck into a red hand.
Mixing a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors. Remember that you're talking about Olga Orley. She was the dealer. You really think she would make such a novice mistake? I'm imagining even the judge making a mistake. Give it a little more thought. Right. Okay, so let's swap the red card for blue. Was it Shady? Is Shady not dead? No, that can't be right. They did an autopsy report. Why? Okay, well then the only thing left is Phoenix. The one who swapped the cards was Mr. Wright. It was you, wasn't it? And why would I do such a thing? Well, because maybe you were trying to hide the fact that you cheated.
That would make sense, but the swapped card was in the victim's hand.
I'm a nice guy, but not that nice. Lack of motive helping his opponent win. So it had to have been someone else then. Okay. The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either.
What are you suggesting?
It's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? Just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card.
If the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is.
Fun? Fun? How about confusing? I've no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Miss Orley, then who the fuck was it?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it? Precisely. Huh? I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction.
A new direction? I thought this was only one direction.
We'll find that, indeed, after the murder. Someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes. Sure, you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card. Because the one who did the swap didn't know the two color of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Right. The person replaced the fifth ace with a king. sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in.
But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist.
True, not until now. But you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime.
What?
I believe the judge spoke truthfully, Anya. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright.
This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room.
I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption.
The problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court.
I suppose that is a problem, yeah?
Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, we'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
Certainly, Your Honor. Wow, so up front, Mr. Judge.
Very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes.
So up front, Mr. Judge. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright.
What can I say?
To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime.
Very. Was it Professor Wright of you? That's not what I meant. Yes. Well, what is that? You want cake? It's defrosted. Yes.
I must ask, is it the truth?
Oh, fuck
Well,
no.
now, I think you would know the answer to that. Be mysterious. Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Gustav. Justice. Yes, sir! The judge has summoned me to his chambers, rather up forward. So carry on without.
Woo!
You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket. Is that really yours, Mr. Wright? You're wondering about the victims disappearing. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there.
Babe.
I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
Wait, is she on the box art? Oh, shit!
Oh shit! It's on the box art. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago. What I did? It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I never... Honest, but... It is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Huh? You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law? I guess that makes sense. Phoenix will be able to know exactly what's in your hand without even having to look at it. Figure out what your opponent is thinking. You win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. Man, this doesn't sound like Phoenix.
It's been 7 years.
I know. I get that it's been a while, but like, come on, where's my bitch? Where's my little bitch?
Well, okay. He is a little bitch, but he's also a dad now. He's got to
Yeah.
be slight less bitch. He's a father. He has. He's now that he's been a mentor. Now that he's basically had to raise Maya, Pearl, and now his daughter. Dude's mellowed the fuck out.
That's fair.
He's not a bitch. Don't get me wrong.
You're kidding. That witness, for instance, Miss Orley,
Yeah, I was wondering if you noticed that.
she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Oh, so they're adding body language now, too.
Oh yeah, that is like the gimmick.
Did you
of this
notice?
one.
No. Come on, who noticed that?
I did.
Words, habits. Well, you've played this before.
I know.
It's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What the fuck is he talking about? But you will. Soon. Ah, almost forgot. One more thing. About this case, you should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. This motherfucker's been lying this whole time? You're
So,
kidding me.
what was that about bitch?
What? I knew it! I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. My own power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special. It's time to duel. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Damn, okay. Why'd they go so hard?
Some DS ass music right
Why'd they go
there.
so hard? What the fuck?
Court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Olga Orley, recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again. That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued.
You're looking at a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand.
No. Okay. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession.
No!
She's cutting cake. Cake is more important. Listen, you gotta understand. Cake, kaku. Isn't it? No, isn't it plan? Keikaku. That's
Actually, that's very clever.
well, it's a joke in TFS. Remember when Goku goes, it's all according to cake? Yeah, that's yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, anyway. Un momento. Cake, no, cake is important. Cake is important. She should have stayed away. Stayed away. Kind of vibe a little bit though.
I like.
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
All right.
ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I got myself some cake. Delicious, delicious cake. All the dots. More dots.
Dot 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 dot
Oh.
dot 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 dot.
Oh. Well, perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar than a poor loser.
Yeah. Not. So, bitches. Name's Olga Orley. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers Orley.
Yeah, totally convincing me that.
Oh? Oh, really?
Get it?
I don't
Oh,
believe
really?
you.
I get it.
Want to know something else? Scrapbook. I'm not really Russian, and my last name sounds like, oh, really? There, that's the truth. Hope you're satisfied.
Get taller too. Well, I don't think you got
Witness.
taller,
You will tell the court what you were really up to that night.
No. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see.
Let me remind you that you are currently under oath.
but fucking hell.
Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
Okay, fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best.
Oh, Smith hired her. Damn it. I was hoping she would say Phoenix hired her. Because I had the idea maybe this guy, Shady, stole his necklace. And Phoenix was going to try and win it back. Poker. So he was going to try and bleed him dry. And then force him to bet with the necklace.
Phoenix would. Phoenix would do that.
Because, like he said, he's a fucking pro. Because he can read people's minds, essentially.
Mhm.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was planted at the Borscht Boat Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress.
So you were in cahoots with the victim?
Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player, sir. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket for him, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out, certainly.
Notice Wright doesn't have a pendant here? I still think the pendant has a lot to do with this.
He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap.
You swapped the cards!
What?
Oi!
Exposed as a cheater and losing the top, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be cashed.
Indeed.
So what went wrong?
Getting caught red-handed and cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
A 7-year legend destroyed one little card. That was the plan. Then the dude fucking died. Didn't get my paycheck, by the way.
Still haven't been paid.
Yes.
She turns to the judge. I'm assuming you're covering.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, really, Orly? How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake.
A mistake?
I agree. The trap was elegant. Yet what happened to that planted card? Hey, that's right.
He's lucky, I'll give him that. You'd have to be to slip free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Orley.
Oh, really? Criminal? The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick.
Cute. I want to be cute.
Fucking true.
I'm not cute. I'm bad. Bad, you hear me? Bad! bad.
Are you wanting to go
No,
to jail?
I'm bad. Fuck.
When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Okay, good.
Cakey good. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then, searched it. But the planted card was gone. The trap had pulled it away. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no good cheating defendant.
But how can you call him cheating if he literally wasn't cheating? There was no planted card. You literally, how can you call him cheating if you were gonna set him up to be cheating?
Because he cheated out of her cheat. She's upset. She's
No,
mad.
I get that.
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect. I had a rotten cheater had it messed it up.
Look who's talking.
Well, the testimony for what it's worth is all yours, Mr.
This is like her. Who needs criminals? With defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? First and foremost, use a bitch.
Press the shit out of it.
This planted card. Which card was it exactly?
The trump card. The 5 of hearts.
Professional. Sounds really good. Was this card? No.
That's the trump.
There is no 5.
It's on the table.
Was it a trump card though? It wouldn't have affected his hands at all.
No.
It's clearly important. It's highlighted.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 5 of hearts wouldn't have helped either of them.
Well, no, to be fair, planted just means it was on his person.
Right, but the trump card she makes it sound like that card would have been good.
Let me guess, Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house.
Oh, I see. Basically, the idea was that he got the 5 and then swapped the 5 for an ace, and that's why the 5 was in his pocket. That's the story they were trying to make.
Right.
The idea was that he naturally had 3 7s, a 5, and an ace. He swapped the ace for the 5. That's why it was important.
At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend.
I slid it into Wright's pocket.
When was this?
Why? For the match. While he was eating. At the Borscht Bowl Club, we serve borscht and literal lollipop.
Remind me never to go there.
Of course, the card was ending. Like a good borscht, with the pot. Early and allowed to take it.
So, everything went according to plan.
Exactly. Except for that part where I didn't. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch was all pitch.
We still only ever saw 4 aces.
But it was implied that that was changed after that. Remember, everyone was like, well, wait, why would anyone do that?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Smith had the 5th ace. And he was supposed to have a full house of 3 aces, 2 kings. And Wright was supposed to have also 2 aces.
Yeah.
And then he would call him out and say, yeah, there's 5 aces. but after he was murdered,
Got switched back.
it got
somehow.
switched to a king. To make it seem like he still had a full house, but not 5 aces. Okay.
The extra card was found in his pocket. Right, would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud.
There are worse things to be known as, I suppose.
Tell us what happened with the search. The card disappeared?
Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone. Without a poof, zip up. We searched every nook.
Seemed pretty happy about that one.
Go ahead.
So, yeah.
A little lower, buddy.
Search those
little
nooks.
lower.
Search those nooks and crannies.
Even inside his cute little beep.
But the card was nowhere to be found. Is this correct?
Never in my long storied career, never has quick-fingered Orly been so readily duped.
Probably because while he was sitting down, he like reached in his pockets to chill and was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Those are the kind of jackets where you just get in pocket.
Oh, really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts?
Don't look at me. Don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced son of a bitch.
It's still missing. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
Well, what's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Well, no.
Yeah, she's doing the hand behind the hair thing. I sensed something. It burrowed into my soul. Someone time stopped.
Someone.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice?
No, nothing. You're on.
His stand is awakening.
Fucking always, always.
When did you not?
Miss Orly, you're hiding something.
What are you talking about? Quick fingers. Oh, really?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck
The
you.
defense will refrain from baseless accusations.
You're based, babe.
That's a good thing to be based.
Oh.
He's cringe. I'm based.
I have one question. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course, it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Mr. Wright hit him. With
Lying.
my own eyes, I saw it.
Lies, once again. It's this weird vibe.
Why am I getting some sussy Among Us energy here?
Is that water?
That's
For instance, Miss Orly would touch the back of her neck at certain parts. Touching her neck all sensually.
Look at it. Look at it closer.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, bottom screen is actually more useful here.
Switch.
Oh,
That was
what'd you do?
not the right button.
What did you press?
I pressed the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Well,
Alright, well.
at least we know where we're going.
We do know where we're going.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Hey, can you speed it up? Is there a way to speed it up?
Probably. We're not that far.
No, we're not.
No settings button for this game. Unlike the Switch version.
No. I mean in the emulator.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I could.
I mean, our perfectly legitimate copy of...
Wait, they see a mouse on screen, right?
Okay.
I don't think that was ever in question.
I do own this game, so I have made my legal purchase twice actually.
But we don't have a hacked
I
3DS
know, I
that
know.
can record.
I'm just letting Mr. Nintendo out there know that I do indeed own a legal copy of Ace Attorney Apollo Justice on the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo 3DS from 2007, 2017. The bing bada boom. Clicking. Hello, I'm actually not Russian, even though I totally look Russian.
Even though.
Anyways, that's my reason why my Russian accent wasn't good. I'm not Russian.
Anyway.
Plot twist.
Plot twist.
I kept accidentally slipping into that Mediterranean accent that the chef from the Lake crossover had, but I decided it didn't matter at a certain point, and I was like, I don't care. She sounds cute. She sounds Russian enough. So what button did you press?
I pressed F5 instead of F9.
And that just shuts the whole thing down in
Yeah.
one button?
Yeah.
Good lord. How do you do F5 with F9?
Because I remembered it by the gap here.
Oh. You have a bad keyboard.
No,
Or you.
I'm just an idiot.
Eh.
My keyboard's fine. Yep. Agreed.
Not cute. No.
Nope, not cute at all. Oh, so disappointing. Do your test. Yep. Done. Trap failed. Nice moment. Right. Using fried
Ugh.
Supposed to, supposed to, land card gone, trap failed, nice moment. Oh wait, isn't that a little? What's your face? Oh, shit! Goddamn!
Oh. It's happening. My stand. It's.
Weakening.
I'm not fucking kidding when I say that's basically what's happening to this fucker.
Me, quick, you hide something. Base.
Base.
Base. Is this true? Well, of course it's true. Let's see it. Honest. I hit him. Zawarudo. That's out my ass. It's weird vibe. Weird vibes. Weird vibes. Ah, shit.
It's happening. Eyes. F9. Like I said, it's a lot more useful.
Wow. What's going on? The sensation. Coming into focus. There. That twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Perceive!
This fucker has a stand. This fucker's got the shit that Layton's got. Even though I'm pretty sure Layton's stand is to summon puzzles from nothing.
A locked door. Whoa.
And Luke watches in horror. What the fuck?
Then he goes, a locked door. Punches it and a puzzle just starts forming.
You dipshit, he's just gotta Sudoku his way out. What do you mean Sudoku? We locked it with a key. It's around my waist. That won't stop him.
Layton looks at it and goes, I don't like this puzzle. Not enough picarats. He punches it again. It becomes another puzzle.
Professor, it's 200 picarats. You can't go any higher. That's not even a reasonable number. Let's play the other game.
Anyway.
You see, Layton and Luke are canonically Ace Attorney characters now, so unaware of what? What'd you say?
Whenever you get a certain part of your testimony,
You get all
you touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
like a weirdo. My neck? So what? No, really, so what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
Well, I'm built different.
When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it.
Memory? We have to chain them together, create a new strand, and rebuild the heart?
Die. It's a different game.
Someone care to explain what he's babbling about? I didn't play Kingdom Hearts.
Really? It seems like you do.
This is highly unusual. Let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us?
Habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss Orley, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this. Photograph. Yep. I don't remember what.
Weapon. Sweetie.
The weapon? I don't see the connection, though. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. What reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon?
Your goal was to show her something that would remind her of the moment of the crime. Don't you think that the weapon would remind someone of the moment of the crime?
Okay,
Also,
sure, but I thought the point was to expose something she's lying about,
no,
not to help her remember. 'Cause I don't think she's forgetting something. I think she's lying.
Mhm.
But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you were in pain? What's he talking about?
What the fuck is going on?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you. Scribble?
This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture magnification.
Could be.
Koopas.
Stomping.
Stomping. On the Koopas. The witness's habits? They're completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
Give me the gun.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Oh no, she's devolved.
Is that my Porsche?
My Porsche? Wait, I thought I already ate all of it. Yeah, no, the empty bowl's right here. Where should I get the second bowl?
It's like what's the guy who drinks coffee?
Godot.
Godot. He keeps showing up with more coffees.
I don't see if it's a different mug. I don't understand. He threw that one across the room.
Threw that one at Phoenix. Like,
There's just.
okay.
I found the Porsche.
Wow, you just weren't gonna say that line, were you?
The witness will testify, please. Now.
Oh. Fucking fine. She really tried.
Tried. You seem uneasy.
You keep sitting up here.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
If
Eyes
it's
are all darting all over the place. It's getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like?
Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cops came.
He called the cops. He had to have gone upstairs. Already lies. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get of this. So what do you think about the testimony?
I think it's bullshit.
I'll tell you what I think. Her testimony is fucking flawed. Is basically bogus. Who the fuck? I'm going to look over the fact you just said bogus. It contradicts the evidence. What's that?
Payne's getting flashbacks now.
Not again, not again, not again! What's next? My cat's going to leave me? Wait, I don't have a cat.
Whose cat do I have?
Whose cat do I have?
Turns out the cat is also leaving him.
The cat's
but
the real owner of the house.
The cat's the real owner, but even it's leaving.
He's gonna kick him out to the street.
Yeah.
Put him up for adoption.
Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. The evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony.
Sight. There. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that.
The
phone.
Nokia!
The Nokia. Miss Orley, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. Can you guess what it is?
It's a Nokia.
It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bull Club. So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely.
Oh,
It is a lobster.
Plot twist?
God, it's a well, she said she wasn't Russian.
The man who picked up a bottle and swung it at me wasn't the defendant. Please tell me he's just an idiot and smacked himself in the forehead.
Showtime.
You dirty cheat! Check his pockets, now!
It's gone.
The card's gone.
You lose.
Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle next to right, and he hit me.
You master of cheating, you!
And I came to. The victim,
The victim was already dead.
Oh, that's
Is
what
that
I
it?
was gonna say. That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If I came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Yeah, but you also got hit by him, so you didn't. Now you're going to jail for
Well, where does this leave us?
life. We were hoping you would admit to murder.
Madness? This is madness. I'm dreaming, right? This is a dream? Did someone hit me in the head with a bottle? And I'm hallucinating? Is that what's happening? Is it with the bottle and I'm imagining all this? Oh my god.
Oh my god, wow.
It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events?
I could really go for a bottle of Chardonnay.
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Gavin,
Mr. Gavin?
Gavin?
I believe that as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big, fat, fucking ugly ass skank of a liar.
What? What?
3 were in that room the night of the murder. The defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive. A motive? Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
What? I didn't know her. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
Yes, me.
Oh, it's good to be back.
What a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled we catch ourselves in the process.
Is that right?
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Kristoff, Gavin. What do you say? Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
It's my turn to have the autopsy report
Like Mr.
updated.
Wright was saying before recess. Okay, but he also said that he hasn't told the truth once. So, I think he's lying about this. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. See, how would he know the person wouldn't know? Unless he himself didn't know.
Because someone was a
I don't know.
dipshit.
He himself didn't know. He didn't know. What if Phoenix didn't know the
Why?
2 colors were being?
Oh, of course he does. He works there. He's been playing poker for 7 fucking years.
What if he never caught on?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Phoenix
No.
is a moron, but he knows how to read people.
Yeah, no, listen, sweetie. This is a dumb one. This is a dumb thing you're going down. This is like a dumb one. Of course he fucking.
He hasn't told the truth once, so
No,
I
he
think
says
this
he-
is a lie.
He didn't say he hasn't told the truth once. He says he hasn't told the truth, as in its entirety. Doesn't mean everything he said is a lie.
This theory again. Your 4th person doesn't exist.
Oh god, that's us. Get it? Get it?
No.
4th person.
Oh, no. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real.
You
Was it capitalism?
or was
The
it?
real criminal?
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less. What?
Fuck?
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. Sorry. Remember what I said. The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the back of the card. Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue. I had that impression too. Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was? It's not me, I swear.
He's doing this thing again.
Who's the 4th
He's
person?
gonna blame the prosecutor again.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? Would it be I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, he did say it. He is right when I say literally, like, almost right at the beginning of the court case.
I don't remember the beginning of this court case. Period. I'm at a disadvantage here.
What? Well, use your brain. Go from person to person. and use your brain about why they wouldn't know the colors.
Because they were colorblind?
We have had absolutely no,
No
indication
indication
of
of
that. Unlike Godot, who was brought up literally a case in advance. Okay, so here.
Someone who didn't know they were using 2 decks.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Shady, he was in on it.
Yeah.
So he would know.
But no.
She would know because she dealt the cards.
Delta.
He would know because he worked there.
Yes.
Gavin? Payne literally said it wasn't him, so...
Breathed in blue flames. Who's the one that said that?
He didn't know they were red. He didn't know they were red. I forgot he said that. I just remember he waxed poetically.
Yes, and indeed
Oh my
he did.
god.
Like an idiot.
Oh my god. See, I always thought everyone assumed they were using blue cards because the picture literally shows them using a blue deck.
Well, I mean, there is that also. That was the deck that was on the table. But we don't know why it was on the table.
Oh my god.
That picture was taken afterwards.
As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair.
Proud of your hair.
Right?
That was a joke! No!
Christoph Gavin, you were the forced person. But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which the cards are blue and which one's on the floor and the table. But look! You can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. Competition.
Yeah, we didn't have that. We didn't have that yet.
It's testing wits, silent left. With the palm, backs really good. Well, Christoph. It's alright.
Mr. Gavin! Is something the matter?
No, nothing. Excuse me. It's just so sudden. Right? You aren't seriously accusing me. Oh, Christoph. You know, even I'd never take a joke this far.
God, beyond ridiculous, beyond stupid, beyond dumb. This isn't even court anymore. This
I'm
is
sorry.
a fucking game.
Can we talk about the fact that Phoenix right now has in his hands accusing the prosecutor and his own fucking defense at this point in his resume? Amazing
The
shit.
only person he hasn't
Is the
accused yet
judge.
is the judge.
Waiting for that one, by the way.
Waiting for when he accuses the judge. No, he's accused everyone. He's accused the prosecution. He's accused a witness. He's accused the defendant. He's accused his defense. He's even accused someone from the witness stand. He's accused everybody except the judge.
Dude's even accused himself,
I assure
technically.
you, I'm quite sane.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection with Mr. Smith either.
Damn.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met.
How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that?
Well, what if they have?
How the fuck do you know that, huh?
There is a possibility, after all. They might have met that night before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
I'm just how they met that night
Is
before the
this
game
truth
started.
Mr. Ray was staying silent about? Only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court. The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin, testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything that happened before that game of poker be related? Because it led to murder.
Murder.
Sure, I follow, Mr. Gavin.
As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley.
Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
Oh. Okay.
Well, fuck.
Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony?
Yes. This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. I intend to see it through. The defense would like to hear the request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. True justice. You would betray your teacher? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. So yourself. About the truth.
Uh-huh.
Shouldn't have left me alone with Phoenix for those 20 minutes.
Shouldn't have gone to the judge's quarters.
The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand. Please.
Wow.
What's up? I'm up here again. Well, guys, peace of the world. All that.
Papa.
That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table with the photograph. Johnny Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borsbow Club the night of the murder?
I'd done with him rather frequently.
And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
The fuck?
Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and now. I thought I was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong.
Very well. Defense may cross-examine the witness.
And that was some sus shit you just said,
Justice.
Mr. Gavin.
Sir, and you're going to expose me. Understood, sir. Gavin versus Mr. Wright, this can't. Why can't I have a normal trial?
Why is this my first one? I heard Phoenix Wright got a fucking clock murder as his first one.
That sounds so nice.
Why can't I have a clock murder?
You really
Clock murder goes.
don't want that. Read the case. Oh, it's... What did you eat?
Borscht!
Not borscht, surprisingly. Pierogi. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin.
That sounds gay.
He dines with me at the Borsbow Club quite frequently. We were enjoying our usual dinner at our usual spot. As usual. I always eat at the table closest to the piano.
See? Where Mr. Smith was sitting.
So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner.
Indeed. The remnants of my meal with Kristoff. We dined for 2 hours, and Kristoff left after that. We have a time. 2 a.m. So,
The poker game probably couldn't have been more than like 10, 20 minutes at that point. Maybe 30.
so he would have started dinner around
Midnight.
I always know a time. If the autopsy gives me a time,
You always
it's gonna
do.
be important.
I don't think it's important in this one, but I don't remember either.
Shawty's walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left.
Well, really, dinner started about 11.
So the two of them could have passed the restaurant during that time. That would have been a fateful encounter, for sure.
Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Kristoff Gavin and Shoddy Smith may have met?
I believe I did say that.
Here I was all nervous about this meeting. Now we hear that they just passed in the hall?
What does seem a little weak is a pretense for murder.
Oh, it would be if that was all that really happened. What are you hiding? When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. about this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orly had mentioned.
Oh my god.
Swap the card. Just like that.
Dashed to pieces. Oh.
Yes, a harmless prank, in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. A quirk?
Like in Homestuck, yeah.
My hero.
Like in my, I'm sorry, I was a Homestuck first. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Yeah. No.
Actually, no, he probably wouldn't know what Homestuck is.
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. The card she planted.
You ever think about how Phoenix Wright is
Yes.
only like...
I snuck a peek at it and found it was 5 cards.
Phoenix Wright's only like 8 years
I had a
older than
feeling
us.
something might happen, so I disposed of the card before them. Disposed? Where? And there was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle.
You ever think about the fact that Phoenix Wright is only 8 years older than me? Fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey, the Windows thing is blocking the bottom screen.
Yeah, it is. Why
Why is that up?
is that up? Go away.
What?
No.
There we go.
No. Damn it, I was hoping there'd be a card. No card. No card. What's that?
Hmm?
What's that? What's that? No card. What's that?
Go apart.
No made it. An empty bottle of grape juice. The murder weapon? No, I just checked. Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass between it makes it hard to see. What?
A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. Sounds like terrific drama.
Card inside the murder weapon? That's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. I literally just looked. It wasn't there.
Mr. Wright, Pokerhead of courtroom number 3, approves of this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with this new information.
But that's not true. It's not in there. It's not there. I'm hoping this is, like, I'm right, and that it's not a glitch or something. Because there's clearly nothing there.
Roll the bottom. I swear I recall.
It's not here. Oh. Bottle is completely empty.
Okay.
Do we not have the murder weapon? Since it's completely empty. It's not in there. It's a lie. I hope it's not like a glitch with the
No,
emulation.
it did say it's empty. Like,
did say
that
it's
makes it
empty.
very clear that it's empty. Just like how we had to take it for granted that it had his fingerprints on it. We have to take for granted that it is empty.
Yep. Ah, that music. Ah, it's so good.
Or lack of.
The lack of music, it's so good. Mr. Wright, if I may.
You may
Yes.
not.
I've examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here. Huh? No?
What? Mr. Wright, surely isn't all you have to say for yourself?
I can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle, however. Huh? Perhaps a fifth person came and took it out. Oh, and a sixth person could have helped. Sassy bitch.
Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client.
My apologies.
I'm just salty.
I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing. So what's going
Except
on?
for his fingerprints. Like I
Is
said.
Mr. Right hoodwinking us again?
molested
No,
that
he was genuinely confused about this. Did the card just disappear?
In any case, please continue to cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence.
You're a bitch. Pushing hard, Justice. Break him. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. Ugh, I really get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore.
You're not. Well, he's not.
Easy. Hold it! You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at that time? Not a soul. In the middle of the night, after all. So there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. When I returned, he was dead. And when you returned, the victim was already dead? Yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. Who? He was bleeding from his forehead. Guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on the scene like that. I made another phone call. That's a Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavin? I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair. I figured Kristoff's law offices would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do. Lie. Expose him now. Yes, sir. I think Mr. Wright's trying to tell me in his testimony. The truth has to be there somewhere. What does his phone say? Is there a way to see what calls it made?
No. Not unless they give you a phone log.
Is it tape? No, what's in there? No, what's in there? No, what's in there? No, what's in there?
I actually don't think that's important. I actually don't think that's important. I don't remember that.
I want it to be important.
Me, after my bully in elementary school threw my Game Boy over the fence and it shattered on the sidewalk, then I had to tape it shut.
How long did I yearn for one of these? Just putting it on makes me feel ready.
Show it to everyone! I wonder if that number has any significance.
Maybe. Man, I don't know. Sat at the table in this room. There's something about man, I'm getting stumped here.
Well, I'm still waiting for the thing that I noticed about that photograph to be relevant. So I know it's gonna be, but I can't recall if it's now or later.
This bottle is here. during the game.
Wait, I forgot. Did we presented the bottle, right?
Yeah, we already presented the bottle.
Something was supposed to change it.
Card of the bottle.
No, something was supposed to
I did. And they just said we need concrete evidence.
press him on this real quick.
Line the bottle. Perceived my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapment, you see. I knew what was coming.
Oh, you struck first. I like it.
Know every trick in the book. They don't work on me. At least, get lucky and stay right-handed. I'm not gonna take them.
Okay, go on out.
Told Mr. Smith. When I returned, he was
Ha!
dead. He couldn't see the cut on his forehead because of the hat.
That's what I was thinking earlier. But
Yeah, right here.
yeah.
Yep. Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes. Take a look at this photograph. The crime scene.
He's like
See the
possessed
victim
by
here?
it.
He's wearing a hat.
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird?
Have you ever seen him without this
Him
hat? That's
with a
weird.
hat? I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Oh, good point. What's this? Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph.
Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
Forgot to mention something. I was the one who put the hat on. What? You...
You put that hat on the dead man's head?
He wore it through an entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view. Shining, bright, just like in the photograph. And I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head.
Simple.
Well, why did you do a thing like that?
All I can say is, sorry. But that's the only thing I touched in the crime scene. So, Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim's his head. I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who noticed her head. Here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through his case. He's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin, this witness's testimony is more likely a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. You certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone.
Okay, guys, stop being gay and shut up.
Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Huh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. That reason is right here. Or cell phone? That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case I recorded our conversation. Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back to the court. Kristoff, seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. And then someone cracked that flawless bone china plate. wasn't you, was it? Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. In your hands, should it come to that. A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Not plate, but pate. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. The fucker had the hat on. He had the hat on the whole time. How did Gavin know? That's probably when Phoenix knew Gavin had something to do with it.
Probably wouldn't have sussed him out, anyways.
Yeah, no, he probably legitimately called Gavin for
This
help.
bitch and his waxing poetic has got him caught up 2 times now.
I know.
He needs to shut his mouth.
But no, like, he legitimately probably called Gavin legitimately for help, and then when Gavin knew too much detail about it,
Was like,
oh shit.
fuck.
Oh no.
The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead.
Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with me, he left the Borscht Bowl Club. Most certainly. Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate?
Oh, that's right.
Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different way. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Has not lost its flair for the dramatics.
Nope.
Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is the reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin. It's come down to this, has it? You've caught you in a corner. What you do?
Order. I will have order, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor, I haven't said anything.
I'm shocked, honestly.
I'm in shock. I'm not even involved in this case anymore.
I don't
I'm being
think
honest.
it's really just Phoenix
It's just
against
Phoenix and Gavin,
with
you know?
that poor little boy in between them.
Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony?
Well, as the prosecutor,
Sure, fine.
Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes. After which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. We're clear on that.
crystal clear.
Bad boy.
I'm starting to think you're evil, which is unfortunately turning me on even more.
It's just more interesting. Very well. This will be the final recess for the day.
Apollo leaves the court and goes, "What the fuck?"
And Phoenix walks out and goes, "Wow, I wasn't expecting that." But you set it up. I was like, "Yeah, but
I
was
didn't
just
think
making
you'd
a
get to
joke.
it, man.
I was just making a joke." Yeah, you're right. Both the judges' chamber. Of course they are. Who'd have thought they would turn out like this?
My first fucking case.
May I? Oh, is it? Who is it? Gordle. Huh? What?
Hello, sir. Please, pick a card.
What's all this about? Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
A trump card?
The card you've chosen is magical. Use it wisely and the game is yours. That's all. Bye.
An ace. Where do I remember that? Wait. What? What?
I love how your muttering is not showing up on the mic, so you just sound like you just been
Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
Welcome to the world's most wild first trial in a Phoenix Wright game ever?
It's an ace. I thought it would be a 5. It's an ace. Why is it an ace? Son of a bitch!
To be fair, the fifth ace that was missing still hasn't been found.
Yes, but so is the 5 that was supposedly put in the bottle.
Okay, sweetie.
Anyway,
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces, and Mr. Wright's 2. It is 5 aces, no? It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you.
It's ace of spades.
hey, notice that it's Capcom copyrighted? Just wanted to let you guys realize that.
I haven't this is a thought though. It's an ace of spades.
Yeah, it is.
The ace of spades. The ace of spades. Okay.
They probably made it the ace of spades because it's the most noticeable in the picture, so easiest to tell that it's definitely a 5th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Watch your pen. Is this blood or grape juice?
Grape juice is purple. Some grape juice is white. You're right. No grape juice is red.
I mean, this is a standard
You
for
have your
wine.
trump card.
Remember?
Now it's up for you to cut the deck and draw the truth. Yes. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. What?
She's adorable.
Also, I love how the judge, his grandfather, staring wistfully into the sun.
I know that's not him.
It's definitely not him.
He wouldn't commission something like that.
Look at him. He's so much older. Probably more
Fair
wise.
point.
Race to understand what this all means. I'd seen her recently, but where? And that's when I made the connection. The French connection.
Rainbow.
Rainbow
Baby.
connection.
He poses just a little fruity.
Court will now reconvene. Defense Attorney Christoph Gavin, will you please take the stand?
Point to you, Apollo. I just want to make that clear.
Now then, you would, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Fuck.
Well, Mr. The witness state his name and occupation.
Is this fuss necessary, Your Honor?
Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom. Far stranger.
Parrot. I remember.
Fine.
I'm not happy.
I mean, we've had prosecutors on stand.
Yeah,
Multiple.
we've had the head prosecutor on stand.
First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hand?
Bald! Bald!
Bald!
My eyes! Forgive me. But what is it about this fellow's Your Honor, an ordinate interest? I didn't realize it says
It does.
I wouldn't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Wright? Wow, things should be different from the inside. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking at things from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off except for that one time. Being the instant he was hit.
Oh,
When Mr. Wright returned from reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head to make sure that it didn't get out that he was bald.
Yep.
To make sure that only the person who committed the crime would know that. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have had to have been at the scene of the crime at the time of the crime. In other words, you have to be the real killer. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Not bad, Apollo.
Doing pretty good, buddy.
Mr. Gavin?
I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
We've noticed.
That's supposed to be a surprise. Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright.
Fuck you, what?
Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation I see little reason to hide it. Very well, allow me to tell the truth of what happened.
Finally, we begin your testimony. Tell us, how were you involved in the events of that fateful night?
See,
You guys killed him,
killed him.
and that's it. I did that.
Smack him right in the forehead. Rage and sensed trouble. So I returned to the car. I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window behind me. Figured out how getting must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears before. Bald head, unconscious fur, and right holding a bottle. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be, so I left. And the call came from Wright.
Once again, your muttering isn't being picked up, so it's very funny. Whoops.
Whoops. What did I just... Anyway. Fine. No, we're fine.
Fine. I just think it's funny when I can hear your muttering and then I look and I see that the video just
Doesn't.
gets silence.
Anyway.
We need a mutter cam for you.
Once again, same problem as before. You couldn't... Calls can't come in when you're in the basement. So no. Everything you just said is wrong. So you witnessed the murder. For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed.
Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team.
Ah, well, he's accusing me of murder.
Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous to your client.
To be fair,
He's not my
I'm
client
being
anymore.
accused of murder.
What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand after all. So you are, Mr.
I will use this. Oh.
And you had to testify as you just did.
I love what the judge
You
is
had
like.
to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window. You had to say that. Because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right,
Why are you behind the stand? Shush, shush, shush.
Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
I can't believe you're going up against me.
Weirder and weirder. Shit me whack, yo.
Usually this is reserved for my final trick case.
That man, you mean Mr. Smith? He was no different from the other customers. His aura, shall I say. I knew he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that.
So then you knew the true nature of your client's job.
Of course. But I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling. No. Worried. You see, I feared this Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score.
See, what happened then?
A little window. A small one. The one used to keep watch. Stair. Yes, a relic of the ancient past of Black Mountain here. Why did you go through the trouble of looking through the window? Wouldn't it have been easier just to open the door and go into the room? You want to upset Wright. Upset Mr. Wright? Yes. What if my fears have been unfounded? I'd be walking in a match. Bad form, to say the least. Makes sense. That Wright went upstairs.
Yeah.
Because he had to have made that call to the police. The police were already on. Wright would have seen him. Right? Bananas. We don't have a layout, do we?
Not yet.
How do you know it was right after the murder? Really? No need to shout. Ugh. I was just kidding with that. Oh, there he is. Coolest defense in the West. And even when you're standing up there on the witness stand, some things never change. I was afraid you'd change too. You haven't. You and that overbearing personality of yours. Friends like these who need evidence. By photo, you mean the second photograph of the crime. Precisely. You see, he wasn't wearing his hat then. I saw his head when he was wearing. And then Mr. Wright came along.
Can you describe the scene of the crime for us?
A bald head, punched to the right, holding a bottle. Those were the only three at the scene of the crime. Yes, as far as I saw it.
Then we're back where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could it have been? But why didn't you talk to the police?
Two reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend it. No, he called you. He called you, motherfucker. Even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon it. There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime. Justice. Not so. But that goes against what Mr. Wright said. Ah, yes, mysterious fourth person. Who would conveniently be the real, I suppose? I see we agree, Mr. Captain. Let me pose a question. Tell me, what possible reason could the real killer have to swap cards in the victim's hand? That's
Question.
real question. Someone doesn't know the color. But what's his reason for swapping the card? Was it to ultimately frame Right? Or was it because the ace in the hole has blood on it? Meaning something. Man, I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Why not?
Because I don't know. Perhaps you can show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary. Remember, Apollo, the card that was swapped out was the fifth ace. Fifth ace, right. Mr. Justice, the question of why the killer would swap out a card has been raised. Can you point to a reason?
I don't know!
Here's the thing. You have two ideas, right? One of them is that he wanted to swap it to get Phoenix Wright. The other one is that because it has blood on it. Which one can you actually show evidence?
Hold on. What does it mean, though? I don't understand what it means for it to have blood
But
on
it
it.
means something.
What is that place? That means the card had to have been near Smith when he was killed. Wasn't. It wasn't Smith's blood, was it? Or never. The defense would like to present evidence to the court. Evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out.
Go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take the fifth ace?
My reason is this.
Is that an ace?
What? It's got blood on it. Right next to the spade.
What? This is insane. Why wasn't I told about this? Why?
Could this be the missing fifth ace?
How could you? What are you doing with that card?
Well, that's the thing.
Just a fishy card from some fishy girl.
Oh, that card? It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the Horse Bowl Club after the murder occurred. Fucking what? I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade.
No, impossible. Unacceptable. The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud.
Fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one person who took the real card from the crime scene. The real killer. This is a fake. This is a fake, and he's only doing it to make Kristoff freak the fuck out. Because Kristoff has the card, and the card has his blood on it. Oh, fuck. Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason? The reason for the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime.
Where are you going with this?
And take another look at the photo in the victim's head. At the moment of the crime, his hat fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head. Wouldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards? I suppose the killer then took the card to hide the blood.
Objection!
Why? Why would he hide the victim's blood? Oh, right. Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know that a serious crime is concealed evidence. They can't be pulling this shit now. They can't be pulling this shit now. That's totally bullshit because they've been hiding evidence in these games nonstop. Oh, we can discuss the finer points of our legal system later. What's important now is that I've answered your question. You wanted to know why the killer would have taken a card from the crime scene. And now, I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been deceived evidence. Would have been decisive evidence. This baseless conjecture. Baseless. Yeah. Oh, I assure you, it's quite big.
There it is! There's the meme! Well, I assure you, it's quite based.
Based. What? It's amazing, really, how a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo? Yes. I'm picturing the scene of the crime. In your head.
Oh!
3D models. Look at that. Isn't it majestic?
Murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card dropped in blood. Given this, there is one decisive problem with this scene.
Well, what is it?
Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on the card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? His. No, his. His position doesn't fit. He would have been slumped forward over the cards. The victims, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses, position doesn't fit with the money.
Well, I should note before you do this to be careful, because it's either the killer or the witness, or the victim. Sorry. But you have to think about in what regard it's one of them.
I don't know what that means.
It
'Cause-
means I don't remember which one you're supposed to click on. Because
I want to say the victim, because if the blood is on the cards,
Mhm.
it wouldn't make sense for him to be back.
that would imply that the killer attacked from the front. If he was slumped back.
Right. He has to have been forward, which means the killer attacked from behind.
Mm-hmm. But does that mean that the victim's in the wrong place, or does that mean that the killer's in the wrong place?
I guess the killer.
I believe we have to click the killer. Like I said, because it's like a loop, I don't remember which one is which, but I think it's supposed to be the killer.
Well, for one thing, the killer's in the wrong place.
Am I wrong?
You think?
Mr. Justice, your job here is not to think but to know.
Looking at the video
Sorry,
based-
I guess you were supposed to do victim.
Damn it.
Oh,
Gray, how dare you? You betrayed me.
I'm sorry.
I thought I was right.
I knew where the killer is supposed to be. So,
Oh.
it's worded back, okay?
I was right. I got it fine.
I know, it was worded badly.
Well, look at the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. You think that any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him.
I know, no, you are right, but that's the same logic I use for why the killer should be behind him.
Yeah.
You know? You see
Oh.
why?
Take a look at the photo again. If he bled in this position, the blood would fall on the floor, not on the cards.
Right. So what does this mean?
Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs. Swivel chairs? who's literally turned around and pop
And fuck.
and pop.
You do see now why I.
Apollo, try turning the chair around.
Oh, the trap was facing
facing
the
the
other
other
way.
way.
He swiveled it with his Nintendo DS stylus.
It would have to be. So we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table.
Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing.
When I came back to the room, the body was facing as seen in this photo. That would mean the killer turned the chair back around. Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know that the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder, but this creates another significant contradiction. Again, let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Apollo, whose location in the diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime scene?
I leapt
now
a-
it's the killer.
I leapt ahead. Fuck me.
Yeah.
You have a perfect. We're going to ignore that you lost 1 point because you actually have it perfect.
The victim was struck in the front, correct? Indeed. Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front? Sitting where his indicator currently is? I would think it'd be quite hard, yes.
Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall in the middle of a game?
Well, because he got surprised. From behind.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light. What? There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually. Look again at the diagram. Apollo, if the victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here, where would his assailant be standing? In the closet. But he's... Don't worry. Let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing toward the wall at the time of the crime. It's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Where would the killer have to be standing to strike the victim from the front? In the closet. Standing here.
You're a bitch. You get points for flair, but that's about all you get. Point out that standing right there would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard.
Cupboard. A human-sized cupboard?
Or are you claiming the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above? Ah,
It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that at that very moment of the crime. Wait, I know. The moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there. Was the cupboard in front of the peeky hole? Was the cupboard in front of the peeky hole? Because if it was in front of the peeky hole, that means Kristoff is lying. Couldn't have seen it, because the peeky hole's blocked by the cupboard.
Inception sound.
Actually, I think the game wasn't well enough.
What's this now?
I mean, that's the only explanation, right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. We should rearrange and examine the cupboard in the hideout beneath.
Bailiff, send a team to the crime scene immediately.
We're on it, sir. No.
Then try to move the cupboard.
Your Honor,
What?
there's one more thing you're mentioning. Please give this to bailiff.
Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright.
I do my best. Let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here. Which means, Apollo, try moving the cupboard.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hands him the Nintendo DS.
As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been shown as here. Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my. What's this?
What is it now?
Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more. It appears we have found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction, in fact. Huh? Dang. Notice something, Apollo? Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion.
Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradiction indicated. Is it the victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness, my asshole? Or all of the above?
Pretty obvious. This bitch can't see. About this cupboard. Are we all okay with it, assuming it was moved? Sure, why not? Well, it was. Something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would be completely covering up the window to the stairs.
Oh,
Right, someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin. What did you say? Maybe just Jenga pieced our way into the... You're it.
You're it, buddy. Like, the fuck did you just...
Oh? Is the coolest defense in the West losing is cool? God, you're such a smarmy bitch. I expect you to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was, while the window into that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court exactly where did you witness the crime scene from? Excuse me, Your Honor.
Oh, I've got your donut.
Court of law, I will have order. We just now received word from our investigative team at the Porsche Bull Club. They've examined the cupboard in the hideout, Your Honor. It doesn't move.
Well.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. Well, Your Honor, turns out there's a secret passage behind it.
How else are you supposed to get out once the cops come running in?
What?
Yo, this is typical underground shit.
Yes. I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about. Secret passage is a handy thing to have engaged in illegal. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law. Or so the room has a secret passage. So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go? The other side connects to the restaurant club. The underworld bosses can get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, just like a killer.
Okay.
Wasn't me. You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo? I see it, but I don't believe it. I wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card from last hand. The window was blocked. The victim was dead. Only on its head 2 minutes between Mr. Smith and Mr. Wright returned from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin? Come on, say something.
Dare I ask what really happened that night?
Dare I?
Dare I?
Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith and a date with Destiny. There he crouched, hidden in the secret passageway behind the cupboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it.
Do that. Wait here, I'll get help.
Miss Olga Orley was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But this time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith, shoddy like a melody in my head, alone in the hideout with the unconscious. When the killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout, the victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside. He wheeled his chair around to look and...
Bam! Murder! Bam!
After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime. Too bad for him he didn't linger any longer in the hideout. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor, and the fact that they were all red.
Oh.
Well, seems this trial has taken yet another turn. Now we're going backwards. I'm truly sorry to see this day come. But murder?
Right after the other defense attorney was being
Pain?
Yark.
Ahem. Yes, Your Honor.
Stop playing pirate and do your job.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion.
Wark!
Stop playing pirate! Believe me when I say that I don't believe this has happened. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
No! Don't!
Negative. No need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself.
I have regretted football.
It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. Your point, Mr. Gavin? The card is fake. I know the card's fake, because how the fuck? Because here's the thing: we're proposing that Gavin knew the card had blood on it, so he swapped it out. So Gavin has the card. So how the fuck did Phoenix get it? The card's a fake. Frankly, I'm shocked that a person of your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade crime. The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. This is hardly the time for jokes. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
Like, what the shit?
Illegal evidence?
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin, is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course. This bottle, for instance. The bottle of grape juice that does still have his fingerprints on it. How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints of the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints. Am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes, the fingerprints on the bottle were upside down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. The court and this case demand an explanation.
I've got one. I'll let you give it, but I've got one.
It's a different bottle. Doesn't have the card in it. That's not the murder weapon.
I don't remember this part. The other one's different.
Well, think about it. He put the card in the bottle. The bottle we have doesn't have a card in it. Something different.
Well, my one would have hold the bottle upside down. Very important. Upside down. So,
Oh. Yeah.
why would he hold it upside down? Just when I say you have very obvious evidence so obvious, it was one of the few that I recalled from the start of this case.
That I currently have.
Yes, you have this evidence. It is quite
Nothing to do with
blatant.
it.
I won't tell you what it has to do. I'm just saying it's quite blatant.
Blatant.
Yes.
No.
Oh, sweetie.
I don't hold bottles.
No. It's just, this is funny because this is something I distinctly recall seeing as a kid when this court case first started up early on. I was like, oh, well, there's your fucking answer to the fingerprints. And then it didn't come in clutch until like hours later. Go ahead and
No, I feel stupid. No.
swap those screens now.
I don't want to feel stupid.
Sweetie. Come on, man. You got this.
I literally don't
Hey,
understand.
I'm gonna do something for you real
I literally
quick.
don't understand.
Wait, real quick. Move.
I literally don't understand.
Here's a bottle.
Uh-huh.
Gee, I'm sure thirsty. I'm gonna grab a bottle real quick.
Yeah,
What
but
did you
wouldn't the
notice?
fingerprints be both ways? Like the way you just did it, which she picked it up because it's behind Phoenix, so he's reaching around to pick it up, which he would hold it that way. Like, I got that.
But the point is,
That's stupid.
I'm just saying,
This would explain why they're
on the
Right. No, listen, I get that. But I feel like there should be more to it than just that.
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
That seems way too fucking simple.
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I wanna cry. Look, me go cry. Ah, see how the caught fish squirms to the last? Well, Apollo? Yes? Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation just like that. Yeah. Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to...
Why would anyone do it? Tell me, why?
To grab it.
Into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. I know, I get it. I know, but like, here's my problem. Here's my problem with the way.
Here's the thing.
Like, I get picking up.
No,
like this.
here's the thing. They never, to be fair, and this is a case of the game. They never said that there isn't any right side up fingerprints. They just said that there are upside down ones, and for what other
Okay.
reason would you be doing it other than to hit someone? Well, it's
Okay.
quite simple. The other
To
reason
pick
why
it up.
there would be some there is to pick it up.
Well, see, the fact that they didn't say there were other fingerprints right is what's screwed.
You're overthinking.
I'm too
it.
detail oriented.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like, oh yeah,
I
I just
know.
pick it up.
I know.
Because I would just, grab it like that, and there'd be, oh, there's also fingerprints this way. And you drank it that.
Well, but the idea is, of course, his fingerprints, but he was drinking it. Just like how Apollo, remember early on, Apollo said, well, of course his fingerprints on it. He was drinking it, and they're like, yeah, but there are upside down fingerprints. It's like, oh no.
Take another look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer there. In plain sight. How about you just say the answer your fucking self?
That was literally me and you just now, wasn't it?
It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions, indeed. Well, Mr. Justice?
More?
Okay. Mr. Gavin said that the court and this case demand an explanation. Don't worry, Justice won't leave until justice is done.
Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court? What evidence have you to explain why the fingerprints in the bottle are a blah blah?
It's actually easier to show you than to explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor next to your chair.
Excuse me? On the floor?
Yes. Now reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair. Ah. See? You naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers upside down. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of the piano bench. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times.
Oh, I can't believe it was that simple.
Recall our dinner that evening, Kristoff? I was drinking my usual juice then, too. Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed. Then you must have remembered. So you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano. And you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon.
Order! Order! Order, I say! What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin?
Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection. What? You claim I switched the bottle. Where is your proof? It doesn't have the card in it. The proof that the bottles were switched is the fact that the bottle doesn't have a card in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Wright was certain that he put the card in the bottle. Even he was like, oh, that's weird. Cake good.
Cake very good.
Mm.
Ice cream cake specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Mm.
Like regular cake's fine. Baseless.
As I thought, what baseless conjecture.
His hair, baseless. His words, baseless. The way he dresses, baseless.
I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty.
That's the point!
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, when you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier, do you recall requested an additional investigation?
Oh, yes. I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Borscht Boat Club. And here's one of the bottles in question.
Yeah, see, if a bottle upstairs has a card in it, how? Doesn't make any sense. All the cards should be downstairs.
Oh.
Pick me. My hair doesn't. What are you going to dust that fingerprints too? I'd be surprised if anyone were on that but this. Mr. Gavin, I wouldn't make such a mistake. True. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything. Say, Apollo. Yes? Why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle?
Do it now.
Why? Just humor me. Mr. Wright? That bottle will solve this case once and for all. What? Some bottle.
Right, boys. Are you ready?
Oh, shit! It's got a card!
And what card is it?
5 of hearts. Oh, it's beautiful.
I see this game doesn't lose its charm of, oh shit! Alright.
What's this? God, it can't be. Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment. Miss Olga Orly? Yes. Our little swindling Divocha?
That night I planted the card like I was supposed to.
Bitch
And
was
right
gone.
lost the last hand just like he was supposed to. Then
It's been-
the planet Baba.
Let me know. Wait, this isn't. You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of?
It's in a bottle, isn't it?
The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony.
Why are you trying to like Blue's Clues? But like deeper.
Because that's how people remember things. The Five of Hearts. This is the card. The bottles were swapped. And the only one who could have done that was the fourth person in the club. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin.
Gravity.
Gravity. Anyone else see the lobster? And that is all. I rest my case.
Objection.
Overruled. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge? Revenge for the offense that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Yeah, actually. Yeah, I plotted this thing for
I love
7
it.
years.
He was like, I didn't fucking. Whoa! Wait a minute.
My past is like my logic. Straight and true.
Is your path straight?
Nothing's changed.
I remember Edgeworth.
All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction.
I'm cool. I'm
Fine.
fine. I'm chill.
I'm glad we could have this little...
Tete-a-tete.
Well, it's a heart to heart.
This, I don't. Am I here? Is this real?
Are you real?
Are you real?
Whoa! Fuck.
I believe this time we've finally come to the end of the trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christoph Gavin?
He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now.
See, still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. Didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he?
None that we know of.
Mr. Wright, have you anything to add?
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on that.
What about this victim, Mr. Shady Smith? His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession to be sure, and that's all we know about him.
Oh yeah, this is coming back.
I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor.
Good. Mr. Wright,
Yes?
7 years. Still haven't lost your touch.
I know.
Christoph Gavin, he lost his touch. He
Oh!
was a man with much significance, both as a friend and a lawyer.
Was extremely talented, to be sure.
I needed two things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated in this court.
With me.
The second was a
specifically.
man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You.
Well, now you know why he didn't want
Me?
Kristoff to do it.
Yeah, because Kristoff's the fucking murderer. Dark time for our legal system. The twisting of justice brought on by our own initial trial system. We have to set it right. Guys, go change the laws. Mr. Wright. Our work lies ahead of us. I, for one, look forward to it.
Are you gonna be my new father figure, Mr. Wright?
This seems like a good time to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, guilty. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, old habit.
I've been saying guilty for 7 years. You were literally the only defense attorney to ever actually succeed in my courtroom.
I love that idea. He's just been saying guilty for 7 years.
Court is adjourned.
Apollo's like, so I don't have a teacher anymore. Phoenix is like, oh, buddy, happens to everyone, doesn't it?
I think. Probably. Happened to me. So.
Lost my teacher on my second case.
But it was after the first.
But it
You
was
just
after the
kinda-
first.
I mean, you got him for the first one at least.
Thanks,
Figure-
Apollo. You came through. Like I thought you would. I'm pretty sure I didn't do a fucking thing. It was you who cornered Mr. Gay.
Mr. Gay.
Gay.
Yeah, he
I
was
couldn't
gay.
have done it by myself. You sensed it too today. You're
Your
ability.
stand. No, we have to call it a stand, right?
Yeah, sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough.
I have a different sensitivity,
Wait,
but
I wonder
it's
if it means-
only something Edgeworth can do. That's true.
Zamarudo.
What's his stand name?
Trigger finger.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
You'll have to find the answer to that question yourself. But why?
But I know too much, and I'm not allowed to tell you.
I'm part of the story later. Answer.
Technically
Right.
part of it throughout the whole time.
It was full of questions without answers. Was it Kevin? Possible reason could he have had to commit murder? And perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come. Huh, wait, you don't know, do you?
Maybe I don't.
This locket is the key. Huh? Oh, reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket. Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's my baby sweet darling girl.
your daughter, right?
My baby sweet darling girl.
That's right. She's my daughter. No, you were right about this locket. I took this off his neck the night he died. They never fucking mentioned a goddamn word! That was the thing that bothered me the whole time, and they never fucking mentioned it! Looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw it. The truth is, this locket really did belong there. Wait, perjury. You said the locket was yours. He said no such thing, actually. You know, he said
It
that
had a
could-
picture of his daughter in it. That's all he said.
Huh? You said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture in it. A subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless. Wait, did it have his daughter's picture inside when he stole it?
That's the important question.
There you go. It's the truth. Wait, but then why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside it? Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time. You're still just getting started with your career.
I don't want to give away all the secrets.
Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Gavin Law Offices, if you remember.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuffs. Apollo.
Sorry. Here's a link to Indeed for you.
Link to Indeed. Yes? How about coming to work for me? What? You mean at the Wright & Co. law offices? There's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it.
It's cute that he inspired an entire
I can't
generation.
imagine that to be true, but... Wait, but didn't you... You're not a... Oh, I turned in my badge, yes. I'm not an attorney anymore.
But the office is still there, you
But
twit.
you can still give legal advice. Incident 7 years ago. Menacing music.
I do be loving that DS speaker, man.
Yeah, the sound font for the DS is something.
So good. I'm glad they cleaned it up a bit for the 3DS release, but they didn't actually like make it like kind of failing.
That legendary trial. And at the middle of it all was one man. Phoenix Edgeworth Wright.
See, they're a gay couple who would take each other's name, but they wouldn't
Yeah.
change their names for
Right.
legal reasons because they got to keep their image, you know?
Right, so it'd be Miles Wright Edgeworth.
Mhm. Even though Miles Edgeworth Wright would spell, wait, I'm really dumb. And it's Miles Edgeworth, it's Miles Phoenix.
Miles Wright
Mew.
Edgeworth, and then for Phoenix it would be Phoenix
Phoenix
Edgeworth
Edgeworth
Wright for
Wright.
Pew. Wow, my brain, the joke fell apart.
They reached a sad conclusion. Left off.
Boy, but you can't wait to get that flashback.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's coming. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts? I'm not qualified to stand in the court of law, I'm afraid. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There's a single piece of forged evidence. Yeah, the card. Forged evidence? What are you talking about? Talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. Naughty magician's trick. One piece of evidence struck me as blood. It's true. It just seemed too perfect. That was the forged evidence.
Bad.
The badge. That would be hilarious if the badge was the forged evidence. You mean this, don't you? Got this from your daughter. Yeah. The card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong card in its place. Luckily for us. Oh. How can you be so sure? Oh, deep. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago. And you really? Yes. Forged this card. And look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real. But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney.
I'm not an attorney.
I'm not an attorney. Who's calling themselves an attorney, Apollo? So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago. None of that matters much now, does it?
Ow.
Punched him. I just fucking punched Phoenix right.
I feel kind of like a badass, but also
It's your story from here on out, Apollo.
different.
Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office's address. Drop in if you like. Mr. Wright. Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, "Take that," next time. I find it packs a little more punch. And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time. Sussy.
Hmm? You're right there?
I'm enjoying cake.
You are.
Mmm. And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door.
A legend.
Legend. That's how my first trial ended.
Kinda sucks.
Just as confusing as it began. A lot of my mysteries went unsolved. Kind of bullshit, if I'm being honest. At the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I'd find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Gistes, attorney at law.
Jesus, really?
Gistes, Apollo Gistes. And this is how my story begins. With a bang. So it goes on.
Yeah. That's it. That's the game.
The whole game.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you did it.
So that took us 5 hours.
No, the first episode was an hour and a half. Be 4 hours.
That took us 4 hours.
It took us 4 hours.
Oh, fuck this one. Bro, this next one goes places. And I do mean in a weird way.
I'm
What?
scared.
It's just
I'm
weird.
scared.
It's just weird.
You're scaring me.
Apple
draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Dancing. Man pulling cart. Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops,
Shot. Oh no!
you die.
It opens up with Kingdom Hearts logo. Nine 12 a.m. That's too early for me.
Yeah, bitch be still sleeping. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job.
Even my fault.
Yeah, I'll admit it, I was fucked. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. Here being the legendary Wright & Co. law offices. I love the who's who of remember these trials.
Yeah.
Okay, Justice. Time to stop trembling.
Ah, you must be here for an interview. Right this way.
Huh?
Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome.
What's with this girl?
I'm your little girl sidekick. Shall we begin?
Begin? Begin what?
Right. First things first. Any special talents?
Talents?
Oh, a basic bitch. Yeah, well, you must have at least one.
Well, I guess defending?
Defending. An unusual talent. But it'll happen. With a little jazzing up, of course.
You think so?
Let's give it a go, shall we?
Huh?
Go ahead. Show me. Defend. Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now.
What are you talking about? I can't just defend here.
First lesson. A professional can perform anywhere.
Thanks.
We want people to be laughing with us. Not at us.
Thanks? But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all.
What? What exactly do you think you came here to do?
What? Defend? No?
I'm not taking that for an answer. Excuse me, but do you know where you are?
Huh? The Wright & Co. law offices? Right?
Oh. I was afraid of that. No, don't worry, you're not the first.
Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge?
Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes.
Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning.
Perhaps you should go read the sign out front today.
What's there to read? Look, it says right here. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency?
To the right talent agency where you're always welcome to the right place. I'm Tracy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician.
Back. The trial. That girl.
Oh, yay. Did I give you trauma? Hello, sir. Please pick a card. I can take it. Baby!
Silver.
Baby.
It's a flashback.
Lucy Wright.
Yeah, that's my name. On my birth certificate. Well, it's not on my birth certificate, but
Lucy.
did they change your birth certificate when you get adopted? Here, check out our flyer. Good point. Oh, what's your name?
Apollo Justice. Attorney at law.
Me.
Wait, no, I forgot. What came up?
Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. It looks like the one Daddy used to have. Now, if I take this badge and do this and this. See? It's gone.
Hey, my badge. What you doing?
Oh, it's gone now, buddy. You and I getting it back. Don't need to worry, though. Just look in your pocket.
My pocket? Wait a second. There's something in my pocket. It's a flyer for your agency. I want my badgie back.
And here's your badge. You can have it back now.
The last time I let her touch anything on my period.
Oh, it's not the last time, buddy.
So, is this really a talent agency?
You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now.
2 people. Does that include you?
Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows. Hey, too. I'm a professional, you know.
Right.
Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire.
Your dad, you know. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano?
Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic.
At least you're optimistic. I'll give you that. So you're you're Phoenix Wright's daughter?
Right, after Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy. Get it? I know what these words mean.
No. No. Just no.
I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree?
15? How old is Mr.
Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year.
I'm sure there's a good explanation.
Question mark?
Yeah, you're.
I mean, he's married to Edgeworth. So
About Mr. Wright giving up law, it was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it?
You know about that?
Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal.
So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance.
Yeah, right. That reminds me. About Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in.
Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital.
Fucking Christ, this took a turn. The hospital?
Tumor acting up again. Yeah, he's on strict bed rest. I think it's better.
What? Okay. Which was Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit.
Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close.
Right. Well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thoughts. Okay?
Wait, I'll go with you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why not? I'm
No.
following you.
No.
Following you.
No,
I'm
please,
following
please
you.
stop.
I'm following you.
And we're here now.
We are. Yay! I followed you.
Oh. So this is Mr. Wright's hospital. I wonder which bed is his. No. 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 No.
Hey, visitors, are you?
how is this man not gone to jail yet?
Yeah, are you the doctor?
Yep. Dr. Hickfield's the name.
Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, are you there, Tootsie? Soon as ever. What am I doing with my hands? You see this? This is weird.
Oh, it's fucking
It's just
animated.
going at it.
Is Daddy's room?
Oh, yeah. Except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Tootsie? Got any places you'd like examined?
Apollo starts pulling out the block.
Just like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Doctor, the nurse was looking for you.
Also, he's got a Glock now too.
Why, if it isn't the daddy-o, the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be out then. Later, Trucy.
Phoenix and Apollo both put the clocks back.
That guy was a patient. Don't worry about him. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect to see you so soon, Apollo.
I lived on the street, turns
Mr. Wright? Speak about what happened. So, I'm going to start off with the obvious question. What happened? Who could have imagined it?
out. Police.
Me,
full
victim
pile.
of a hit and run. A hit and... You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve. I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopped when my head hit that telephone pole. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Oh, thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. What? And what the fuck you mean? He is as lucky as they say. What? We're just gonna.
I love the massive piles of fucking Samurai Blu-rays that
Yeah.
are there. Given half by Maya and half by Edgeworth.
Listen, oh my god. So confused already.
You've been broken, haven't you?
Man goes hit by a car, flown 30 feet in the air, smacked his head on a telephone pole, and only sprained his ankle.
Yeah, you notice. That actually happens in real life. Yes, it does. I have seen lots of news articles where this shit like this happens.
When it comes to head.
Yeah.
No. There's something that, well, just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big, not fat. But you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child.
Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore.
That's cute.
Oh, but you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me.
Also, she says so.
But
what's
even
that?
so, like, he still adopted her when he was like 24. My age.
Let's see. Yeah. Well,
Because I'm
no,
assuming it's about 8 years.
not 24 because I forgot they messed up the timeline math. That was like he's 24 in the first game. I thought.
I thought so too. But, you know,
I think they messed up the timeline a bit.
because he's 33. And she was adopted sometime.
26. 7 years ago, bare minimum 26. Because he definitely did.
Minimum.
Which means it probably happened immediately after the third game because he's 26 in the third game. Which would line up technically sometime between the end of that game and the start of this game. She was adopted.
What? I mean, would it line up?
Honestly, he could have adopted her last year.
He's already got like Maya and Pearl that he has to look after.
Yeah,
By the end of those
to
games.
be fair, Maya's 18 by the second.
Sure,
so
she
in
could have gone
theory,
up. But what about Pearl?
This is true. But it's. Well, Edgeworth's watching Pearl because they're still
Edgeworth
married,
is
obviously.
watching Pearl.
Obviously. Listen,
Edgeworth's watching Pearl.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
Trucy has two dads and a sister and a technical sister, which is Pearl.
I don't. This time.
I don't remember exactly how long exactly he's had her, but I'm pretty sure he was. Are you looking shit up?
No, I saw a funny,
I'm really
funny
worried you'll
post.
get spoiled. Okay. The fuck?
Kingdom Hearts 3, the guy says, "No, I'm fine. I played the first two." The first, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you're so behind.
Yeah.
You're gonna have no fucking clue what's going on.
This dude.
Always be daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. My foot. No bother. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. A mere stage magician. She's a genius.
Odd Daddy.
Smacks him.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. Just telling you things like that, insinuating their traits for So, why did you contact me? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this.
Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway?
Well, yeah, of course. Help! We're in big trouble here at the office. Big! I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital.
Right, Daddy? How are we gonna pay this month's rent and the groceries?
Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school again.
No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us? Polly!
Huh? What? Now it's my fault?
Yeah, it's your fault.
Well, on that note, how about you come work for us?
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl
The
boss!
perfect client for you already, Blinda. Oh, Phoenix, you stink.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Phoenix, what the fuck, bro? Literally just blackmailed the dude into working for him.
Okay, so I'm looking up. There are indeed some age conflictions. For instance, in 2018 he is 26, but in 2027 he is 34. It looks like by the time we get to 2027 in general, which is the game after this, but it's where things start getting whacked. That involves this. Everyone starts being off by about a year or so. So just roll with it.
So he's 34 in this game, and we'll say he's 35 in the next game.
Well, no, he's 30. He's 33 in this, but he should be 34.
Well, I don't care what it says. I'm gonna go with what makes sense in my little brain.
You little big brain.
Little big brain.
Got it.
Hey, a client? You mean I gotta do my job? I gotta defend people
In court.
in court? 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 In court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say.
You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Already regretting this. Aha! Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared.
You should be.
Alright, so who's the client? Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. He's the client. Again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this guy just using Apollo to get free attorney? Like...
Free attorney
Yeah.
pass.
I was going to that Indushin pasta joint, Alden Tides. I play piano there, of course. And that's when it happened.
Who just took it?
The car sent me flying, nicked the telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad? Almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal.
Man, wait.
Car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. Huh? Not a client. You? Well, your client. I'm the guy who knocked me into the telephone. What? Oh, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Get that new, who's the new commissioner? Gumshun or something like that? Get him. Oh, don't worry. Once you've got the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. I'm getting so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh?
Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know. Even the ones that aren't very funny. Like all.
Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now.
Actually, why aren't you there?
The office. You mean the talent agency? Going. It's not like I have anything better to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? And I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map.
Full park.
Right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. So it's gonna make me investigate this after all.
Yeah. I want to see that bitch. Finally. Time to investigate the shit.
What's that on TV? Looks like some sort of action hero show.
Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffy Samurai thing. Yeah, his booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd.
No idea you'll like this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if you don't keep up.
Maya and Edgeworth.
Yeah. That was the only time I get to watch. I get my reports. Your reports? That's a long story. Like a lot of things, actually.
It-
Swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. The Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai, Electric Boogaboo. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid, I know, keeps sending them to me. Huh? Like a niece or nephew? Like the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with their allowance. Right, doesn't seem like that kids would like.
And yet he ended up adopting a fuck ton of them over the course of his
Oh,
time.
fuck.
Maya is basically his little sister at this point. Pearl definitely is his little, like, sister daughter.
It's bad. It's really messy.
Look how messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy?
Yeah. You got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn.
I'm Jesus.
Let's let word get out, Apollo. Yeah, you're doing a illustrious career pretending to play piano.
Would, yeah.
It's like a child's toy piano. I practice, but I want my fingers to get stiff. Bro always keeps his weapon close at hand. Can I play you a tune? No. thanks. Unfortunate. So rare to get a chance to play.
I think so. Check it out.
What's that? It looks strangely familiar. Did you not recognize an attorney's badge? In 7 years. I forgot a lot of things. Some 7 years, longer than others.
Like, I think I went to Britain once. That shit was weird.
That shit was whack.
Every now and then, I'll get like these very nicely handwritten letters stamped and everything, and I'm sitting here like, wow, did this come from a different time period? What is this bitch living in the 60s? I don't. I'm trying to remember which of the two people I'm thinking. I think this is her. I don't know. I think that's me.
Ah, good morning.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Trucy doll.
Fuck your dad.
My hair looks like that.
I think that's.
Sounds like your pop had a bit of a rust on it.
All's well that ends well, I guess.
This is. Hey, this is that Polo fellow? Oh, yes. Name's Apollo. Look at him there! Arms all crossed like, ready to fight. Yes, sir. I don't mean that literally, do you? Boss told you what I need, right? slowing me down now, Polo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Man, your noodle have cooked. Too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. Noodle?
You know Mr. Eldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly?
No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You new in these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon Noodles. Whose noodles? My noodles. Help me out here, Truzy doll.
You like me. This guy is Mr. Eldoon. Don't look at that backwards. Our client.
Noodle. Like this. The frozen noodles.
Noodles.
Don't make me cry. Stop it. How dare you?
Maybe you can tell us what the problems is. Damn!
Anything for you, Trudy doll. Who this guy? So you run a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name. Noodles on my game. Secrets in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half. Haven't even come close. Oh, that's not that long. My family's been noodle man for generations. Got a lot of expectations. Telling us 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons.
That's a pretty old noodle.
Hey, and the fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pop and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh. No denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy.
So, it's like destiny that you became what you are.
Right. That ain't the word. Oh, I've fallen. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodles of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. Oh, last year I thought my noodle thing. The 15th generation of Eldoon Noodle. So tell me more about Eldoon's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty, wow, they're saltier than pork. I really don't.
Daddy's a regular as me.
He frequented my bombs hands back during the attorney days, too. Yep, him and his assistant. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you good, son. Huh?
I'll say I got stolen.
Heck, I wish you good. I'd give anything for a bowl about now.
What do you mean?
It was stolen. My stain. Gone. Stolen?
Yeah.
It was last night. It was stolen.
I thought I
was pretty clear.
fucking said.
I'll do my rounds, blow my whistle. Whistle.
It's like an ice cream truck bell, but louder. He even gets complaints. That's how you know he's a good businessman.
Now you're just trying to bug me up. But no.
Oh, my dude.
Sounds more like the blues than a whistle. I closed up my stable and now parked by the house. And this morning, talking early, it was gone. My key, my castle. Oh shit! They gonna tell him to take my news.
Fuck. He JoJo posing. I'm dead.
My news. There was some bum con and all. Just getting here.
Why are you making
Well,
fun of my voice?
I don't care who did it. When that's done, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. All of them? Every single one?
Yeah.
That's the saddest dumb thing I've ever heard get said.
You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. good. Wait, what exactly is your request? My newsstand. Find it. And the day you bring my bag back, the day you beat on me, you won't. Of course, I'll make it so hot and zone 2 bows and kill me. Then he really need a fence. Fence. That's what I do! I'm a lawyer, not a detective!
Phoenix did both.
This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info.
That's Noodle Guy.
Oh. Then where I live, you got my info, okay?
I do like the idea of apologist outing. It's like, I'm gone. Here's my address.
Get back there if you can, Paul. I got new woman. Things have certainly taken a turn for the fucking bizarre.
Sora, ore ochita.
Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves.
Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about.
Oh,
too,
sure, Trucy.
Apollo.
Just add it to the pie.
Well, okay, listen.
Fucking bad feeling about this. Oh, this is the lady's prom now. Don't be cruel. You're still
Just-
here?
Just don't be worried about this. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. Don't be weird about
Hey,
this,
what's
Apollo.
this? More thieving is going down?
Don't be weird about this. Well, hey, so someone stole a pair of my panties.
Oh, God, it was my dignity, wasn't it?
It was mine too. So, yeah.
Panties? Trucy's for I thought that was about to say Trucy's panties.
Noodle Guy looks traumatized by hearing that.
He's like, I don't.
I don't feel safe in this room.
I'm not. I need to go home. So they were stolen. Your
This sponge, this starfish, and a crab just jumped right on through the window, and yeah, you know it goes.
right. Panties.
Yeah, my Kung Fu Panda was stolen.
That's a crying shame, eh?
I think I'm uncomfortable here.
I was alone in the office last night.
Even worse. This is making it worse now.
I had hung my panties out the window there to dry.
Nope, not getting any better. This is terrible. Man, I feel sorry for you, Apollo. I don't want to take this case. I go home now, man.
When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties.
Oh no, even her favorite? No, okay. It's right. It's right.
I ran after him. Give me those back! I shouted,
Well,
pulling
you
out
should've
my
shouted.
Glock.
Hey,
Wait!
Just shouted, give me those panties. He'd probably drop them like that. He's like, oh shit, I didn't realize it belonged to a 15-year-old girl. I can give up that shit.
Probably could have said,
That's illegal! But I didn't think about that.
That was certainly brave of you.
But I lost him.
And your panties out there.
And my panties. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do.
Apollo's like,
I only own one pair.
No, I don't want to. No, don't make me think about
What's wrong with the
that.
word panties, Apollo?
Ah! You're 15, and I want to kill myself.
Yeah, so do we all, Betty.
Don't cry and shame. I'm not involved.
Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. It's
Yeah.
that window. It's literally that window.
That's
It's
the window where I hung my
that's
panties
the window
up.
where I hung my panties
Please
to dry.
stop. Stop. You're killing
Don't
me.
you ever do laundry, Apollo?
I don't
I'll
want
mark it on your map.
I'll be heading home now.
Well, I'm about running out of my lab patience. I'm heading home now. I'm not involved.
Good luck with your thing.
Panties. Remember, find my stand. There's an empty bowl in the future. Right. And, help her too.
Bye.
So, things have certainly picked up for you, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases.
I guess. I'm not being paid for this, am I?
Now, let's see where we stand. Get it?
In a courtroom. That's where.
Oh, it's so silly that you think detectives do detective work. Everyone know that it's the lawyers who use the detective work.
First, Phoenix right. Daddy's hitting on it.
Oh, that's me. That was my words that you just said out of your mouth. My ventriloquism expands beyond. We have to find the one who hit him.
Who's going to pay us for this again?
Oh, hush. And the second item, Mr. Eldune's request to find his stolen stand.
For which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles.
Oh, yeah, that shit slaps. And the last request is mine. Yeah, to find my stolen panties. You know the ones I told you about? Yeah.
Oh, Noodles is looking better and better.
Hey, he's on board now. Let's go, Polly. To the streets.
Aren't you enthusiastic?
Yeah. How could I not be? Let's crack these cases. Me. What's that?
Stolen stand. Last but not least, something I refuse to say.
You know, if she said underwear, it would not nearly be as bad.
Nope, she specifically says panties.
Just to make you uncomfortable too.
Just to make you uncomfortable. I think I want to stop there.
This is actually a good spot because
We're gonna stop it.
you thought the first trial was oddly long for being a first trial. This one goes places.
I didn't think this one was long because we like the shortest first trial is probably the first game.
That's true. Hey, by the way, oh, I forgot about the third game's
Like-
first trial with Phoenix and his girlfriend.
Well, and Ploppa's first trial was long as hell.
True, but Plava is a whole bag of other stuff that won't really come into the impact that the Layton crossover had on the series becomes more obvious after these games.
Yeah.
Hey, did you actually save? Because I swear I thought I saw you click no.
I saved, but I'll do it again.
Do it again to make me feel better, because I swear I saw you click no. Oh, that's where you clicked no. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can return the title screen.
We're done.
The silent title screen
Yes.
because that makes sense.
That's how it's always been.
That's how it's always been. Hey!